Hello, hello out there. Greetings, morning all. Turn that off. Let me turn this on. Okay, I'm live and there's probably nobody here yet. That's okay. Give me a chance to tweak stuff real quicko. Saying what's going on here. Check that, check that. Let's check, good check there. Nope, that's that. That is set. Go show. Back to here. Look okay. Look, it looks on YouTube. Okay, that looks okay. Hey, 4 thumbs up. All right. Getting started. Okay. Let's see. No, I got. Nope. Nope. Still talking to myself. 3 people watching. I wonder who that is. Oh, I know. It's me running on my channel. I got my TV on under my real name with Chief Security watching me on the big screen TV. And it looks like I got, Mr. Resnick. Good evening, sir. Glad you could be here. Appreciate you being here. And then Mr. SW, and that doesn't mean Star Wars either. How you doing? How you doing, Silver Wolverines? What's going on, man? What is up? You probably had a busy week last week. Did you do like a mint drop live stream or anything like that? We got Flag City Parks here. Good evening. Thanks for dialing in. And Mr. Chubby Hubby was here earlier. I think he'll be joining us a little bit later. Looks like he might have a little show and tell for us. And we got my brother in arms listening while driving. He's off doing some fun stuff. So have fun, safe drive, brother. Have a good time. Give me a call. Yeah, he's off to have some fun. So, and what Mr. SW says, for sure not Star Wars. Of course. And I just wanted to say really quick that yes, I resubscribed to Silver Wolverine's channel. Yes. So if you notice you picked up 1 subscriber, SW, that was me. Yes, I forgive you for not doing the whole watching the whole, doing Star Wars stuff and everything else. I understand. It's not to everybody's taste. Hey, look what we got. We got SPB here. Sean Express Boy, good evening, sir. Hoorah. Thank you for being here. Hope your day's been awesome. It was hot, nasty. Then we had the first thunderstorm front come through, and it got super mega humid. And we're now under another thunderstorm warning till what was it? 7 my time for another hour and a half ish. So if the power goes out, that's Mother Nature. Oh, so where was I gonna go? Let's let me switch screen. Oh, hey, real quick. Kiddo mine, good evening. I'm working on it. It's coming. It's coming. It's actually right here. Check this out. Look at, I'll cover this part up, but there. See, there's the note. You can see, say brown sugar and kiddo mine, and what's under the hand is the idea on how I'm going to make you and yours and Miss Brown Sugar's jingle, as they used to call commercials back in the day. So I already got the idea. I need to write the script and tune up the acoustic guitar for 1 song, and I got to change the strings of my electric and get that tuned up for your song. No worry, no heavy death metal, stuff from imported from Germany or anything like that. No. But it will have a little bit of a guitar riff to it. I'm gonna try to make it as hip as possible. This hip, right? Next night. Yep. Hey, good evening. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate that. And let's go. Let me go check this screen here. I am going to switch modes real quick, and maybe that one. Okay, let me come over here, and let's go ahead and get started a little bit with. Let's see. Okay, let's make. Okay. Let's go over here. Product schedule. We're gonna. Oh, no. Butterfingers. There we go. We're gonna scroll. I might need to make these smaller. I want to be smaller. Yes, I do. So anyway, oh, I'm still in this little tiny corner, but at least I'm still on the screen. Anyway, let's go back to here. And let's go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down, go down, go down. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay. And I think SW or somebody else, I'm probably sure, did a mint drop live stream last week. And let's see, make sure they come up. Are they up on screen there? Yeah, it looks like it. Here, let me get rid of me. So turn off camera. There. Yeah, you'd rather see that than me anyway. So who we got? Who we got? Who we got? Okay, let me catch up. Can I drop this name? Awesome. Okay. And so what kid am I been hearing? What? She wants to what? I want my song to Edelweiss from the sound of no. I said no death metal grunge. No. I'm not doing that. But I ain't doing no Sound of Music either. Nope. Otherwise, I have to turn in my man card, and I ain't doing that. Anyway, okay. So let's go ahead and get started a little bit here, and want to just feel the crowd, and as everyone piles in and stuff, it's a good place for us to be at. Wrong button. Here, I'll move myself over here. There we go. There. That way I'm still on screen. Oh, wait. Can't see me. Boy, I'm just all butterfingers today, aren't I? Okay. Now, what's this? The magic of StreamYards. Look at that. Anyway, so what we got here? See, did anybody, by the way, you know the Navy medals or the Navy medals dropped last? Switch screens again. There we go. So can you see my cursor? Yeah. Did anybody get the Navy medals? This is the week before, right? Yeah, I think so. Just out of curiosity, I got a couple of these myself, and then they dropped the bronze, and I got a couple of those to go companion with these guys. And I had a hard before the Navy medal dropped. I had a hard time finding anybody out there who had them, pre-sale already graded. So I bought a couple of these, and already boxed, and they went off to NGC for grading, first release, get it in before the due date. So they're already there waiting for NGC to do their thing. So hopefully I'll get, I sent 3, so hopefully I'll get at least 170. Last year I got, I think I got 2 70s and 169, so I'm happy with that. And anyway, let's see, let me catch up with chat real quick. got my proof mortgage on Saturday. Haven't looked at it yet. Oh, I got my piece Saturday. But I have my mortgage should arrive tomorrow, and it's in. Where did I put it? Yeah, I need to organize this office some more. But yeah, I'll definitely bust that open. I might do like a pop up live stream one of these evenings this week, just informal. Bring the camera out. Once I get the other one in, we'll maybe take a look at it under the scope. We have a little fun with that. Maybe a certain guy, Mr. Gen X, maybe if he's got some time, he might come on. I don't know. We'll see. But he's going to be busy doing fun stuff. SW is the no naming medals for him and no medals for Mr. Resnick. And this, what we got here? It's a nice design. Has it been a commemorative? It's all, and then all that. Oh, okay. And so anyway, well, I got one of each of the Morgan and Paste and raw. I already bought the pre-sale 7A already graded with the fancy Morgan and Peace label. So it's just if you all recall, Gen X Collectible, he's the if you recall for last year before, he'd done a whole series on the 2021 Morgans and Peace and just grading and coin grading in general. Then in a nutshell, pretty much all the modern stuff they pretty much make today, since 2020, since he started his channel, he's been tracking it. Anything from this point forward, if you want to grade it, you're just better off buying it already pre-graded. And also that's the only way you're going to get the first day of issue for those who are registry set snobs like this guy. So dollar, the cost and all that stuff. Plus you got to run the risk. Well, am I going to get a 70 or not? So all that plays into it. I'm sorry, I got wrong screen. I'm playing between OBS and stuff. So anyway, I thought it'd just be good to have one in the raw to be kind of a companion with the already graded that I bought. And how about the Liberty medal? Anybody pick up that? I did, but again, already graded. So, it's already graded, but did I actually buy one in the raw? Oh my. You know what? Now I think about it, I didn't. Okay, well, somebody's going to be buying this thing after the show today. That's right. I didn't buy one in the raw. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be buying one of these. Thankfully, it's still available. So what do you guys think of that? Do you like that? Is that pretty nice or what? I don't know. It's just it's different. I like them, Definitely like this side of metal with the eagle on it. That was really sweet. And wait. Hold on a second. Let me switch screens real quick. Ladies and gentlemen.
Surprise, buddy.
Hey, let me go back to here. What's going on?
Hello.
How you doing, good sir?
How are you doing? I don't know how I'm coming through, if you can even hear me.
I can hear you fine on my end. How's YouTube land? How can you got Polybuck loud and clear?
I just got back from a softball game. I happened to see your email and I got a few minutes and I said, I can't let this man go on by himself. So here I am. How you doing?
You're awesome, brother. You're awesome. Well, it's an open invite. Come anytime.
I'm still in softball gear. So what's going on? You were just showing some type of silver medal, it looked like, weren't you?
Yeah. Let me go back. Yes.
Are they still for sale? I would assume they're still for sale, yeah.
There they are. Here, let me
add to bag.
Add to bag. There we go. Yeah, they're still Yeah, I bought it in, I bought one already graded. However, I
Oh,
didn't buy
good.
one. I didn't buy one in the raw. So I'm
Where
going to
did you
buy this
buy it
after the
from
show.
graded?
What's that?
Where did you buy it from graded?
A Pinehurst,
Pinehurst.
Pinehurst
Yeah.
coins
Yep.
out of
Yep. Yep. Yep.
North
Yep.
Carolina. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I really like those guys. They do stand up job. They're really good with their customer service, and it's a veteran owned business, by the way. The owner is I forgot how long he's in the army, like 10 years or something. And he was always a
Oh,
coin. He was a coin collector as a kid, and then he went into the army. And somebody
yeah.
interviewed him. I, somebody interviewed him. I can't remember who it was.
Andy, I saw that gold sold out pretty quick. I saw that. Kenomine, hello, hello. Yoke fan, hello. Don't get me wrong. I did a video on the things. Don't get me wrong, the silver's a nice looking coin. It's just not coin metal. It's just not for me. I think the gold just stands out. The silver just didn't do it for me. Not like last year's,
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
again, that's just me. That's just me. If you bought it, great. If you like it, great.
Yeah, I mean, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you like. You do you. If you like it, great. If you don't, so be it.
Right.
There's
Right.
no right or wrong answer, in my opinion.
Okay. What about I would assume, and it's always not good to assume, but did you get a Morgan and Peace dollar uncirculated? Did you get a Morgan and Peace dollar proof?
Hmm. Yeah,
You did?
I bought one of each in the raw, and I already bought them pre-sale graded.
You bought them graded too.
Hmm.
Oh, great. Great. Hey,
Yeah,
I've got a guy reaching out to me. I'm not going to give it away, but if you were to go through my comments on my Morgan and Peace dollar video, somebody in the comments wrote something very, very interesting, and we're supposed to be connecting via email with some pictures, but somebody's Morgan came with missing something, and I'm hoping to get it in my possession and do a video on it. And if it ends up working out and they do send it to me,
yeah.
I told them I would send it to NGC and have it certified, graded on me for sending it to me.
Wow, is this the proof?
So
The
if
proof?
it's
The proof
legit,
Morgan?
then yeah, proof Morgan. Yeah. Yep.
Oh wow, that's crazy. Huh. Well, my proof Morgan, or according to track, you should arrive tomorrow. So I'm gonna bust that open.
Okay.
You got my curiosity.
What's that? Oh yeah. Okay. So the
I gotta
viewer
catch up on many
claimed
of this.
that it's well, I'm not worried. They claim that it's missing the mint mark. It's just not there. There's no S mint mark on it.
Oh, oh.
That's what they claim. So if I
Mm.
get some pictures and so on and so forth, I will share anything that is shared with me. So
No
if that's the
kidding.
case, hopefully they send it this way, and I would love to see it. I would love to record it, and I would love to send it to NGC and have them certify it. So that is just what was written in a comment.
Mhm.
As far as anything else, that's all I know.
Wow, that's crazy. Be curious
And
how.
a couple did comment that the top of the S was really, really weak on theirs as well.
Mhm.
On the Morgan. So we'll see. We'll see.
Nah,
There
I
you
like
are.
this.
There you are.
Is that better? Yeah, it's better. Yeah, let's do that.
I don't even know how I'm coming through. I'm not plugged in. Excuse me.
No, you sound fine. I'm hearing an echo, but it's my setup. Hopefully, I don't sound like an echo downrange to everybody.
No, you don't sound like an echo. I hear just a slight buzzing of some sort. That's all.
Now, that's the cooling fan. I thought I had noise cancellation on. But anyway, that's cool. That is neat. That is interesting news. So I'm looking forward to the mailman tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
So do you know anybody picked? Do you, Polly, or anybody in the chat got the Liberty Gold?
All I know is I don't know anybody personally. Yes, there was a few people in the video that commented. Yes, they did buy one.
Mhm.
2 is 1, if you know that channel.
Yep.
He got one, and I'm sure he'll be displaying that sometime next week. I thought he said it was supposed to be delivered like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, Bad Gateway. I believe Bad Gateway, if you recognize that name, was
Yep.
buying one. But that's just another name off the top of my head. That Salivate Metal. So yeah, I look forward to seeing a couple videos on it. How
Yeah.
they turn out
Right,
from the mint,
Andy.
anyways. Yeah.
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 SWI. Yeah,
Right.
I don't think so. Hey, Lucifer. Yeah. Is it cold down there? Oh, he did buy it. But no, I don't have my StreamYard set up. I know.
What's that?
It's like a deck with buttons, and you can program it with sound effects or whatever.
Oh, your Stream Deck.
Yeah.
Hey, what about that new I haven't paid much attention to them, but from the New Zealand Mint, I'm sure you have. What are they doing with their new Star Wars? What is it, like some type of new trading collectible, or what the hell is it?
They're calling
You
it
know what I'm talking about?
yeah, they're calling
Yeah,
it a tradable coin.
yeah.
In essence, it's like a trading card. It's a silver coin, kind of shaped in a trading card, and it's in a capsule, obviously. And they put it in
Okay,
some kind of like assay to keep it. And then the idea is, just like you buy a pack of Topps baseball cards, you buy a Star Wars pack from them, and it's just a chance if you'll get the gold
okay. So
trading coin
it's a
card.
random thing,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
how did you feel about like something like a vault box? How do you feel about something like that?
Uh, okay, with that Star Wars trading pack, nah, it's not for me. The vault
Not for
box,
you.
yeah, the vault box is the same. No, because I don't want to get
Do
something
you
I don't want.
Right. So do you think it's because you mentioned it's like buying a box of trading cards, and like some of those trading card boxes are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get a single card that's got a piece of jersey and maybe somebody's autograph on it, and that's the risk you're taking, right?
Yep.
That's been like that for years on that side, right?
Yeah.
Except they've just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So like these vault boxes and now these Star Wars trading things, do you think it's gonna hurt the hobby, or is it something new and it doesn't bother you that it's going on? You know,
That's a good question. Let me back it up one step.
I was gung ho set on buying a vault box from them, right? And it
From
didn't
NG,
happen.
yeah.
I felt like I was on the U.S. Mint website back in 2020 trying to buy a gold V75 Eagle. Is what the vault. But here's the thing. I think a lot of people are getting confused, and maybe I'm getting confused myself. They're not from NGC. NGC certifies everything. Vault Box is its own company. So they send all this stuff to NGC. NGC encapsulates everything. NGC seals everything, but it's a Vault Box company. It's their own brand, right? It just happens to be in
Oh,
an NGC slab. You're not
oh,
going to ngc.com and trying to buy these. You go to vaultbox.com and try and buy these.
oh, okay. That's where I was confused. Okay, but still,
And I think a lot of people are, because and I even seen some big channels saying vault box from NGC. Well, that's not necessarily the case. They are graded and certified by
Yeah.
NGC,
Okay.
but it's not vault. It's vault box is its own brand.
Okay. See, well, yeah. Okay, see that makes sense because is that kind of a conflict of interest for
SPB.
NGC to sell their own products or something? Or I don't know.
You would think.
I'm not sure.
I don't know that either. I
Yeah.
guess I don't even want to say you would think so. I think they just chose the one company, and yes, they're working together.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously this vault box pays NGC to grade and encapsulate and do everything.
Mhm.
And the way I've heard it, and I've done a lot of research on these things, is everything is at NGC and it's sent to distribution center, just kind of like the mint. It's not shipped from NGC, you know.
No, it's from the
I
Vault
mean,
Box people,
okay,
right?
so yes,
Okay.
100%. Yep.
Hmm. So have you got one? Did you get one? A Vault Box?
I didn't. I
Okay.
didn't. And I'm not going to use names, but I had somebody offer me one. They bought two and they offered me one at
Mhm.
the cost of, the original cost, 200 and whatever it was, $29. And I backed out on it. I said no, because like the high was gone. I would have bought my limit that day. I just couldn't get through. I got as far as having them in my cart,
Mhm.
and then the site would crash. And then I would get back in and I'd get into the cart, and
Yeah.
you go to type in your name or information, which it was already there, but you couldn't click a button, and then bad gateway, site crashed. And then half hour later, they're sold out. I mean, but they sold out in whatever minutes.
Yeah. I mean,
And the other thing
everyone's
is, and I get along with some of these people on Whatnot. I have some friends that sell there as well, and that's an issue I do have with them is Whatnot sellers. They're buying 15 to 20 boxes where we can buy two, and they have these great big shows on Whatnot on the day they release, and they offer them to the people inside the chat, and they make a few bucks on them, but it's a bit ridiculous. They have these things in their hand, and we can't get on I can't personally get onto the website and order one, where others did, and I'm glad. And maybe I'm just a little salty that I didn't get one or two of them, but it is what it is. I have the $450 in my pocket still.
There you go. Go buy some gold with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody rushed in it because it was the first iterate. It's debut to the public, so everybody wanted to get in on the like buying the first issue of a comic of a new series. Everybody wanted to get the first edition, right? So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but
I'm sure Series 4 is already being done.
yeah. Well, I mean, if you're into
I
the
bet we'll
thrill,
see it sometime around Christmas, and that's just it. So that's it. It's a thrill,
it is, yeah, and that's cool. It's just not for me. Just not, what I wanted to bring up is the NGCX grading series. From what I guess 1 to 10. What's
Yep.
your opinion on that? If they're introducing,
It's
because this is how they
different.
grade their comics and trading cards is a 10 scale, right?
Yes. So
So
they're trying to make it more familiar coins. They're trying to make it more familiar people in the card and comic world, right? Something to make
right,
them say, "Hey, I got a comic that has a Spider-Man on it, and it's a 9.8. Let me look for a coin. Can I find a coin that's got a Spider-Man on it that says 9.8?" But these weren't graded by NGCX this time around. They were done in the 70-point Sheldon system. The series 2 was done 1 through 10.
mhm,
I don't have any beef with it. I think it's going to confuse some people, but I see what they're trying to do, just kind of like what I said, as far as a collection. If you're collecting 9.8s in comics, 9.8 is, pretty much the top dog, right?
yeah,
I mean, you can get some 9.9s. Sean would know, but 9.9 is what it is. It's very tough to get, and it's not like it's a comic from many years ago. It's a recent comic, and that's the grade it got.
no, just
As
like you
far
said.
as people in like stacking you and I
Mhm.
don't think we're gonna try and get an American Eagle that has a 10 on it, you know, and
I mean,
unless you want one for your collection, but it's not something I'm going to go and try and hunt down and to say I have one anyways.
My thought last year, they introduced the system last year, and that was my thought was like, okay, I'll just get one, you know, in a 10 or, you know, pre-sale already graded 10, and just to say I have one in my collection. But then I was like, that, you know, I don't want to go down that path. You know, it's just, you know what?
Yeah, because what what happens when you have what happens when you have one.
You gotta have the right.
You
know, I gotta.
Well, now it's 2024.
Yeah.
I got one for 2023.
I'm just like, no, but you're right. It's their method of having like the younger crowd, or those, like you said, in the trading cards, the comics, the video games, all that, you know, all the stuff they also grade, to be able for them to have something that correlates. Oh, this is a 9.8 comic. Yes. Hey, this is a 9.6 coin. To them, they can correlate. You know, the Sheldon scale. You know, even I still don't quite completely understand the Sheldon scale, but everything I have is Sheldon, and I'm just going to stay with that for me. So,
and I think you and I can both agree on it's all subjective to begin with.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that's what it is. But I think there's pros and cons to it. I see what they're trying to do, like we just, you know, said with the 9.8 in comics and cards and all that good stuff. Will it hold up? It's tough to say. I don't know what kind of money they have invested in it, if it's the same people doing the grading and it's just a different number on a label, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is its second year, so it's I guess it's still trying to find its way in.
I don't even know if you and I can you and I send a coin in to be graded with the NGCX scale yet? Because at first you couldn't. I don't know if we can.
Oh, you know what? Let's find out. Let's go to here, and then, if you don't mind, let me bring this up. And then
everybody's looking for that boardwalk piece, Sean. Everybody. Why is 69 not as valuable as coin? Well, it is to some who are collecting 69s, but anything modern and it's not a 70 and it's a 69, anywhere you look, it's basically the same price as a raw coin, depending on what it is. That's my, I guess, take on it. But a 69, it's not that it's not valuable, especially for somebody who's collecting 69s. Same thing for somebody that's collecting 68s. Maybe their favorite number is 68. And some coins, it's really tough to get in a 68, you know?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
NGC, pop-up screens, learn more, enter your email.
Here. Yeah, right.
Look at you moving screens around.
I'm still trying to figure all this stuff out.
they made some changes, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Now, where was I going to go? Coin grading. Let's see.
Specialty services.
Grading scale. What is a 70? Oh, look at that. Hey, what is the Sheldon scale? Well, why don't we come over here and look at the website and I can learn it?
Yeah, right. Does NGCX have their own website?
That's a good question. Well, let's see how to submit. Go over here. Well, by the way, folks, if you do want to learn how to submit coins to NGC, I have an entire playlist where I go through each of these steps. So be sure to take a look at that. Grading. So let's go over here somewhere. There's the tiers.
Services and fees.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out there, Gen X. That's kind of what I thought. I didn't think we could send them in yet, or at least, I mean, they come back graded from NGCX.
Oh, look at this! Ooh.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Isn't that neat? Turn that on. Go back to here. No.
Intuitive, approachable. And yeah, what does that say?
Okay.
Water the possibilities. Yeah, and that's what I heard as well. You can only go so far back with the year coin.
Oh, you see the scale here?
Yeah, yeah.
Sheldon, one sale. So if you go to a 10, okay, so a 10
pristine coin.
Yeah, 10 is what is equivalent to a 70. So 9.9 is 69. Okay.
Yeah.
68, 69. Yeah. So it's like what, 7-to-1 ratio?
Yeah, how they're breaking it down. Yeah.
Yeah. Our guarantee. Yes. Where? Oh, can I submit coins for NGCX certification?
Here we go.
Drum roll. Let me bring it up there. Drum roll, please.
Okay.
Negative. So yeah.
Let's see. As this time NGC is not available to regular submissions, then NGC they'll continue using the 70-point system. So there you go. So it's obviously dealers who send in a lot of business to NGC who are able to get them graded that way.
Yeah. Say la vie. That's
you learn something every day, they say. There you go.
Yeah. Wonder if they're going to change that. But the thing is, if they were going to allow, the public to be able to grade that way, they would have started it from the beginning, right? So why would they open it up, a couple of years later? Unless the logistics.
It's obviously
thing.
A test.
Like test the market.
Well,
first.
It could be a test thing. They're sending in all these whatever Eagles. Let's just use Eagles for example, and let's just use Pinehurst. Can you go on Pinehurst and buy NGCX? I know you can look it up on eBay. I don't know who has it available, but they probably see how they're selling and then go from there.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a whole marketing thing for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I never really looked hard at Pinehurst if they have NGCX, but I bet they do. I think probably all the big online bullion dealers do. I'm sure. If they're selling graded coins, I'm sure they got a little bit of NGCX in their mix. I'm sure. Okay, let me switch screens. So here's the other I wanted to talk about. Well, as we know, here we go. Let me bring this back to. I still got to learn. Pop back in there.
Ooh.
Boink. Okay. Well, here's where spot prices were for the New York market. As it closed on Friday. And then the Asian market, oops, wrong screen. And then if we go down, here's where they are now. The Asian market, they're down, slightly. I mean, I wouldn't call that a whole lot, but usually, for us, the
5
big
cents.
Yeah, the big
5 cents.
Any larger move is going to happen when the New York exchange opens. I'm curious because you'll probably know this better. I bet you will know this. Is the Asian market kind of like
I bet I won't.
Do you think the Asian market is maybe like a precursor, or you could use it to kind of forecast what the New York exchange will do?
Well, what's the difference right now? What am I looking at on screen here? What's that say?
Right here, this is the
That's
Asian market. They're open. Gold is down $2.20. Silver is down a nickel. And from
right.
last
So I'm looking at
Friday,
I'm looking at 1911 and 1914.
yeah. So I think I almost let me just tweak just a little bit. Oh, and it won't show up on StringYards. Okay. Yeah. New York, it was 1913 and 2266 gold and silver. And then the current Asian opening is 1910 and 2261 for silver. So it's about it's pretty much where the market left off on Friday.
Right. I mean,
So,
you could say that, but I don't follow it all that
yeah.
much. I
Hey,
honestly don't.
hey, what are possibilities? Thanks for joining us. Make sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. So my other this I brought this up because I wanted to lead into
Hey,
you know how these premiums are.
findreallyimpressive.com.
You know, because I was curious. You know, spot has kind of it's kind of relatively been flat the last couple of weeks, other than
Flat. Mm-hmm.
but when we say premiums, have they adjusted or not? And that's kind of like, I kind of wanted to bring that up in discussion. If they have adjusted, and I mean,
Slightly.
yeah. Well, I don't think the premium on gold has changed that much. But if you look over here at silver, okay, this is 2023 Silver Eagle, right? And I don't know who this gold club people. Let's go Bullion Exchange. Okay.
Yeah, just go to a name. We'll know.
Yeah. Look at that. Dealer print $5. Okay. Beginning
$5, right?
year,
Remember when these were about 110%?
Yes.
The premium was about at 110% at one point in time.
Right. Look at that. It's somewhere between 22, maybe. You have to get up to some of the more expensive people, but right here, look at that. 22 over, just 22% over. I mean, ASCs were going for, what? You almost maybe $40 just for a straight bullion,
Right.
And now,
and yeah, I mean, Eagles are great to own. We know that, and when it comes time to sell, hopefully you do get some of that premium back, depending on what the price is when you do want to sell. But if they're at 22% on an Eagle, what are they for a silver buffalo? Just a generic buffalo silver round.
Oh, I just want to bring this. This is the random, and it's relatively the same. So whether you're buying if you're actually buying a 2023 ASC,
Okay,
you're going to save a little more than if you try to just buy a random year. Right? That was the whole point of me looking at these screens to show people. It's like, is there something specific to the 2023 ASC, or is just because this is the year of the 2023? It's just coincidence because the way spot prices and the way premiums are. It's just that this is the coin for this year, and it just happens to be slightly cheaper than if you went out and try to backfill the previous years.
Yeah, and just imagine what a Bullion Exchange paid for those Eagles that they're charging $5 over spot for. 2023s. I mean, they're making money.
Yeah, sure they are. I mean, if they wouldn't, they wouldn't put that out like that if they did.
No.
Yeah. What were you asking for? Gold buffaloes?
No, not gold buffaloes. So silver buffaloes. So if an eagle,
generics.
If an eagle is at 20, yeah. So anything generic. It doesn't have to be a buffalo, but if a 2023 eagle is 22% premium, what's a generic silver round going for?
Oh, pick your poison.
Yeah, it really don't matter.
Well, here's
$25.
Yeah, here you go. the Aztec from, I think it's the Golden State Mint Aztec, right?
So 14-15%.
Yeah. Yeah, somewhere between, Monument, 14, roughly 14% here. And we were what, at 22-ish on ASCs?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's where everybody, and
Yeah,
I'll just speak
same.
for myself.
About 14,
That's where
15%.
you have to make the decision on what kind of quote unquote stacking you're actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
Are you buying Eagles at $3 to $4 more because you just like American Eagles and that's what you want in your stack? Or are you buying generic because you're stacking silver weight and you're looking just for the weight? You're not looking for all the extra premium. That's the decision everybody has to make, right?
Yeah.
And then you can continue to break it down, whether you're a buyer that buys a few ounces every week, you buy 10 to 20 ounces every month. And at that point, are you saving your money and buying 10-ounce bars? Because you're also going to save premium on that. Are you buying kilo bars? Because now you're going to cut more of the premium on that. Everybody's different, and these are the decisions that I make, and I'm sure everybody out here listening has to make at some point in time. What do I want to put in my safe today? Exactly. And for me, it's been gold. And that's
But it's funny. You're talking about generic silver versus premium silver, and certain individual who my partner in crime, we were talking about it, and the premiums on those 2023 ASCs this year, the temptation to go buy a tube is strong.
Yes. Yes. I know a lot of people who have been for the past couple of weeks putting tubes of 2023 Eagles away like it's going out of style. They have been.
Yeah. And I think it's perfectly cool. I mean, I'm contemplating getting a tube because it's been what 3 years plus since we've seen premiums like this shrink.
Everybody, I can't say everybody. I like stacking Eagles, so that's where I'm at. But if you were when it was 110% premium, is that even stacking at that point? Yes. But there you are. You bought Eagles at 110% premium. Now they're at 22% premium. You got to gain all that back somehow, some way.
Yeah, or eat the loss. It was unfortunate. I mean, when I first started, I got some stuff that I way overpaid, and that was long before I met a certain stormtrooper.
Yeah, well, we all did it. We've all done it.
Yeah.
And we'll all continue to do it. There's going to be that piece that comes out that says, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, screw it. I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. And it's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine.
It is. I mean, at the time, I was beating myself up. I was like, oh God, now I'm starting to learn. It's like I should have learned this stuff first. Should have went on YouTube sooner and really, do my homework before I started buying.
How you learn it, but how you learn it is how you're doing it, and I did it, and everybody else is doing it. You have to learn it the hard way.
You do, yeah. I think you're right,
and that's life. That's life.
It is, and there's no need to beat yourself up because we're not the first, and we're not going to be the last.
No. If all goes well, this stuff is going to be around long after me. So,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, for you, you're building generational wealth for your kids and in your families, and for me, I jokingly say it's going to my retirement fund mobile. So, but I say that now, but who knows what's going to happen to me in 10, 15, 20 years from now, So
we got today. We're not promised tomorrow, and that's life,
Yep, that's right.
Just make sure you got somebody you trust and you know where your stuff is and they know what to do with it. That's all. That's all you can do.
Oh, Andy says here, at least silver is coming down from the nosebleed section. Yeah, they've been ridiculous since.
And I'm glad he
shutdown.
said that, because that is a way to gain some of that premium back, is buy more silver at a lower cost, dollar cost average, the whole stack at that point, and then you can figure it out.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's like you said, who knows where spots going to be 10, 15, 20 years down the road. You know, you may be able to recoup all of it back. Who knows? You know?
Exactly. And Sean's Precious Bully and I, we talk on the phone quite a bit, not as much as I would like to.
Well, you've been busy.
And I'm going to try and say it the way he said it. And it is what it is. We're not buying silver for like tomorrow. You're not buying silver today to sell tomorrow. So it really doesn't matter what the price is today that you're buying at if you're ready to buy. You go back, so however far you want to go back, metals have continued to rise. It takes a hell of a long time, but that's what it is. And I think I hacked how he said it, but it's not metals are not day trading. That's
no, it's a commodity, just like orange juice and pork bellies.
Yeah. Now you have a lot of guys that buy and sell metals to make a profit, whether it's here on YouTube, whatnot, TikTok, eBay, well, however many other social media networks they are out there selling precious metals, and they thrive on people to be there to buy it from them for obviously more than they paid for it. And this is the reason I started my channel and continued to talk about some certain things that I talk about, because to avoid that. But again, there's nothing wrong with it, because some people, that's the cheapest way for them to get that specific coin. Because let's just use California example. How much is taxes in California on precious metals? It's crazy.
Boy.
When you come to a YouTube auction, you can save money. I understand that. I completely understand that.
Oh, hey, Andy.
Close enough, he says.
Yeah, close enough. I was gonna say, hey, Andy, if you can, would you mind putting in Polybuck's channel link for me? I'm trying to find my cheat sheet. I got everybody's channel links. Nope, wrong folder. But maybe you could put it up, get to it faster than I can. Keyword. Channel links. There we go. Channel links from the chat. Where is Mr. Polybuck?
Some guys make it work, but you got to hustle. And that's just it. And I did it for years. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time by myself in this office, packaging and cutting and wrapping and typing in addresses. And it's a lot of work. And I do a very, very minimal now, because it's just, there's plenty of people that do it. Well, when I stopped doing it was about the best time, because so many people now must watch YouTube and learn that, hey, there's money to be made here, not just in silver weight itself, but there's people that want to actually buy this stuff for more money than I pay for it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's I don't know how many Facebook groups that I'm part of, and this stuff happens all hours of the day. And realistically, some of those groups are some of the best prices I have seen ever, anywhere.
Yeah, I've bought. Well, I mean, you and I've bought from you a couple times. There's another gentleman I've bought from. No issues, never had a problem. You referred me, some other people in our community, the Bucket Brigade. They all, everybody gave references for everyone, and I haven't had an issue with those specific people. So, Instagram, those communities that are great, but just make sure you do your due diligence. Reach out to people like myself, especially Paulie, because he's like, he's really into the community there, so he knows who's who. And so, reach out to Paulie Buck and make sure you get the the AOK, that this person's legit before you make those initial contacts.
There's so many on Instagram, and I've had so many instant messages saying, "Hey, is this guy legit?" And I'll click on the link, and the very first thing I do, and I tell anybody to do, is click the pictures, because most generally it's a price like, let's just use Silver Eagles, and they got them for $28 or $26 or $27, depending on it. A price that is, it seems like it's a deal, right? But almost too good of a deal, but not really too good of a deal. It's always in between, right? It makes you think. So you can click on any of those pictures, and the guy will have 50, 100 pictures, and they'll all be sales posts, right? You won't see a single comment on those because they've all been posted just recently. These scammer people, they'll take other people's pictures and start throwing them on Instagram, and just praying that one person sends them some money, because they just got money for doing absolutely nothing. Copy and pasting some pictures. So that's what I always tell everybody. Look at the comments and then do exactly what they did. Get a hold of someone like me or anybody else they might know and ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
And if these people won't give you references, just block them.
Yep.
They'll bug you. They'll continue to bug you. And actually, there's a girl on Instagram named Girl Got Coins, right? And I was on Facebook, and it was the weirdest thing that her profile on Instagram was this profile on Facebook, and this person friended me on Facebook. My personal account friended me, and I'm like, well, that's weird, right? I'm like, this person on Instagram doesn't know who I am, right? They don't know my real name. And so I decided to look at the person's profile. I'm like, well, this is all her stuff. So then what do? I message her. I said, this isn't you on Facebook? She said, no. I said, okay, now I'm going to have a little fun. And then that's what I did. And I did that video, and I got the person, which it caught me off guard because the person actually answered the phone on the first call, and it just caught me off guard. And then when I continue, I didn't expect anybody to answer the phone, and then here they answer the phone. I was like a deer in the headlights. Like,
that's funny.
And I didn't care at that point that I was recording a phone conversation, which would have been illegal at the time or any time, because I got to have both parties in Michigan and wherever else I'm calling, they have to be aware that they're being recorded. But at that point, I didn't care, because I'm calling somebody who's scamming people. And what are they going to do? Report me for recording a phone call? Fine.
Exactly.
It's fine.
So moral of the story,
do your
due diligence and reach out to people in the community, like Paulie Buck and myself, and we'll help you out as best we can. Especially for me, if I don't know, I'll point you to somebody who I feel would know, like Paulie Buck or Sean Precious Bullion,
Sean, yeah.
So we'll let us help you. But take your
Watch
time.
Watch out for the chicks taking selfies. Not a deal.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, I wanted to just got a few more minutes. I wanted to put something out to the community here. Later this week, I will make a video, and it's a contest. I would like the community to design my channal cannoli sticker. I don't have
I like cannoli
because everybody here, that's my little thing. If I come into a chat, I say, "Hey, good evening, everybody. Here's some cannolis for you," and I have to use the burrito emoji because there's no cannoli emoji, right? It's the closest thing I can find, but I don't have a cannoli channel sticker. So I would like people to.
Is it cheating if I pay somebody to do it?
That's well, let me make the video to announce this contest, and I'll put the rules and the my requirements. I want certain things on the sticker design, and And then I'll get the
Man, I could go for a cannoli right now. I could go for a cannoli right now.
Publix makes a strawberry shortcake cannoli.
Oh my
Can you
Lord.
imagine what that is? I haven't had it yet. I looked at it and go, oh God, I'm trying to lose weight. I just
My
but anyway,
brother is closer to Hamtramck than I am, and they make all kinds of goodies down there. And for like the Polish, we have Fat Tuesday, and it's Punchki Day, and oh my Lord, some of those bakeries down there. I mean, just thinking about it, give a guy a heart attack.
That's the one thing here in Huntsville, North Alabama. We don't have like we don't have good. There's no real good Italian restaurants, and there's no good deli shop, and like a good bakery, like you're talking about. We don't have those three things down here. And I've been like dying for like a really good pastrami sandwich.
Oh man!
But anyway, so I'll post that video later this week about the cannoli sticker contest, and and we'll once I get enough proposals in, we'll do a live stream, and I'll present them to everyone, and we'll have everybody in the chat vote, and whoever gets the most votes win. And that winner, I'll put a little goodie bag, but one of the items that will go in the goodie bag is this.
Pew pew. Miss.
That is what is that, 20? Oh, come on, camera. Probably
18 or 20. What is it?
Yeah, it's a 2018 Stormtrooper 1 ounce silver round or 1 ounce silver coin, for Nui. And
that looks like somebody I know.
Yep. And that will be part of the price, I guess. Can I say that? Price package? So yeah. So the entry is help me design my cannoli sticker.
It'll be in the prize package.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, the winning sticker design, you will get, serial number 1 of that stack of stickers. So, and I'll put some. I'm going to put some other goodies in there.
50?
I'm sorry.
I said out of how many? 50, 100?
No, I'm going to just do 50 at a time. I did 100. What I got? And I was like, that's too much. I'm just going to do 50 at a time from now on for any sticker.
Die cut cannoli cut out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm going to go all out. It's going to be die cut. And if you want to shape in a cannoli, that's cool. I mean, that probably would be good. So we'll have some fun with that. And
I like
and
it.
I'm sure that's all well within the rules. We can do this because you're entering a drawing, so that should not be, everything should be on the up and up with that. I'll make sure of that. I'm going to do my homework, but I'm sure it's all on the up and up.
Oh, I don't see why it wouldn't be. All we're doing is making a sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, can Polly Buck say Kenomine? Did I do that right?
Mm-hmm. No, she wants you to do. Do you know Tiny Numismatics? What he has a little jingle for Kenomine. She comes into the chat, and it's a little singing jingle. So she was wondering if you could do one for her. Do one.
Do a jingle for her.
Yeah. Okay. Tiny does this. This is what he does. He goes, Kenomine. So
what if I do it? Welcome to the chat, Kenomine. No, I got to do better than that.
No, I think she wants you to sing something.
What is this? America Got Talent?
Well, it's something between me and Tiny. We kind of started the thing because he has a little jingle for Kenomine and Brown Sugar 0069, and him and I kind of got into it. So I have to create my own jingle for Kenomine and Brown Sugar. So I'm working on it. I got to get the guitar.
You haven't done it yet.
No, I got it. All I need to do is get my acoustic.
Then I got no pressure then. I mean, because I've been hearing you talk about that for quite a while now, so I've got time.
Yeah, you got time. You know how? Yeah, I move as slow as molasses. Yeah, you know. So
All right, all right. Well, if I get it done before you, then you're gonna have issues, I think.
I already have issues.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
Yes, sir.
I do want to announce this, and it's kind of a it's a
Please,
self-promotion.
please.
Today, I am 6 years sober.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was
Outstanding.
on the verge of living in a ditch somewhere all by myself or 6 feet under 6 years ago on April 12th or August 12th. And that was the last day I took a drink, and wow, was it a good one. Bad one, but I was on one, I can tell you that much. And that was it. Woke up on the 13th with one hell of a hangover. Never looked back. Never looked back.
That is awesome, brother. That is awesome. And you know,
Yeah.
it's I commend you for uh, being open about that, because that's not easy. You know, and this is YouTube land, so you know it. You know,
Here's the thing. When I started this channel, I was hands and coins, right? And I said, this isn't going to get me anywhere because everybody does this, right? So I
mhm.
right off the bat, I knew I wanted to be different. So if I was going to be different, I wanted to be open. And that was one of the kind of the first things that I said. And a friend of mine, and I don't know if you've chatted with Silver Forever, he says, you know, maybe
Yeah,
you want
once.
to start a not start a, but announce it and just this is a reason why stacking kind of helped save you really because it didn't really stacking didn't save me, but I had to do something to keep myself occupied, right? Because now that you're thinking about not drinking and trying to live your life that way, I had to do something to keep myself occupied. And before I even was introduced, even when we were on lockdown, the type of job I have kept me working as a essential worker. And I think if I had started a channel back then, I would have been a little further than I am now. But YouTube world, it's a slow growth. We all know that. But I was into coin roll hunting. I watched Rob Finds Treasure, and I would do that stuff at home with my kids. I just never recorded myself. And I found a lot of silver and all that good stuff and taught my kids about money and all that great stuff. It was never recorded. And it's just something I didn't continue to do with this channel. I started this channel because some in my family, they were going down the wrong road. And I didn't like what they were watching. And then what they were watching, they were telling me to go and watch. And I would go and watch this and I say, dude, you're effing brainwashed. You ain't doing something right here. Stop watching this stuff. What happened? There you go. My screen went black. I said, just stop watching this stuff. Stop it. Don't stop telling me about this stuff because what you're listening to is wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And it kept me occupied. Metals kept me occupied.
that's awesome. Congratulations, brother. That is great. That is just yeah. I don't have words. I'm awesome. Awesome.
It feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good.
You're doing well.
And actually, and the thing is, my daughter texted me today, and it's been so long that I don't even think about it anymore. Some days I have what they call a dry drunk, and you just wake up and you feel like an a-hole, right? And you wake up and you feel like you went out drinking for 3 days straight, and you're just irritable, and anything just makes you angry, and that it passes. But I haven't had that in such a long time. My daughter texted me today. She goes, "Isn't today your 6-year anniversary?" I said, "Shoot, I got to look." And I said, yeah, it is. Go figure.
No, it's worth celebrating because you know it's a difficult road for many people who who are alcoholics. You know, many do well because they have a sponsor, they have the support behind them to beat this, and others they struggle because it is a, you know, it's
because they have nobody.
Okay, I'm not a doctor.
Somebody out there.
Yeah, you know, and
right.
they need help, and they need that support to get them through. It's not easy, you know. Honestly,
I've never been through. Yeah,
I need to go to like
I've never been through the
something.
system. Yeah, right. And I don't know a 12-step. I don't know a 12-step program. I did it on my own. I went to a counselor for quite a while, and then I just bailed on her. I said, I'm going to take what she gave me and I'm going to put it to use. I ran into her at a party store about 6 months after our last conversation, and she was in front of me, and she didn't recognize me because she sees so many people and whatever. She was with her kids, and I stepped up, and as she was about to paid for her stuff. And I said, I just want to thank you for, saving my life with all the information you give me. I've used it. And she says, oh my God, I do remember who you are. And it wasn't that long ago. And I said, I didn't even want to do it in public, with your family and stuff here, but I wanted them to hear me say, thank you. And that was that.
And you made her day. You made her day.
But it's my fault it happened, and I strongly believe that, and I also strongly believe that it is a sickness, and it's a sickness to people, and it still is to me. If I was to have a drink, I wouldn't quit. That's how bad it was. A guy offered me a drink today because I said, is that an Arnold Palmer spiked tea? I'm like, they make that stuff now? Because I drink Arnold Palmer iced tea, right? I'm like, does that say spiked on it? He's like, yeah, here, take a drink. I said, I can't take a drink. I said, I'll smell it. It smells just like an Arnold Palmer, but they're getting drunk on it. I said, where was this stuff 8 years ago?
I know, right?
No,
all I had was like Zima growing up, and now they got like these hard lemonade.
Hey, did you put Jolly Ranchers in them?
Among other things.
Yeah.
My
sickness was whiskey
green
and
apple
vodka.
was very popular.
Yeah. The blue raspberry is where it was
brother.
at.
And it's an inspiration. It's inspirational to many people. If people watching your content and they hear that story, you could make a difference. Just that one person out there, hearing your message makes that difference, so they can, turn their life around.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be great. It's out there. It's going to happen. If it hasn't already happened, it will. And
I'm always available, whether it's an instant message on Instagram or a direct message or email. I'm always around.
That's great. Well, congratulations, brother. And we are going to, thanks for coming up, by the way. I really appreciate you being here, man. It's awesome.
I didn't plan on being here this long, but it was fun. You start talking, and next thing you know, you're here for 45, 50 minutes. It is what it is.
And like you said, I think a couple of people are in the chat saying, give me a swift kick in the butt, get moving, make some more content.
Well, it is what it is, and you'll do it when you're ready. I just had a conversation with somebody, and I said, published is better than perfect. Perfection will come. Publish it if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to do it, and this is what you want to do, I'm happy to come in once a month or whatever I can do to have a conversation with you. I enjoy it, and I got your notification, and I said, I opened it up on my phone. I said, I can't let him sit there by himself. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to sit down for a few minutes and get myself ready. I told her I was getting in the shower, I think, but I don't think she believes me now.
Well, hey, brother,
because again, I'm still in softball clothes.
Well, you're definitely a mentor for me in this YouTube land, and over time, hopefully we could become friends. It's not easy, with distance and everything, but hopefully, in time we'll, develop into
mentor to some, clown to others.
Yeah,
all good.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for joining us this evening, and thank you, of course, to Mr. Polly Buck here. He's again, like I said, he's a channel mentor for me, and he definitely he gives me messages, say, hey, how come you haven't put out any content? So
yeah, well, you give me messages, say, hey, where the hell's my stuff at? And I say, Hey, thanks for the reminder.
That's a little inside joke there, folks. That's between me and PB, so we're just gonna leave it at that. So, hey, everybody, have a good week. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to Polybuck's
Hey, thanks for having
channel.
me.
Should be in the chat somewhere. Yeah, no, thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. I really
All right, I'm gonna
appreciate
head
it.
out. I appreciate it. Good night, everybody.
Good night, PB. Yeah, that guy's awesome. Really look up to him, and I really appreciate him. So, everybody have a great week. Be well, be safe, stay hydrated. It's probably going to be another hot week throughout the nation. Uh, keep the folks in Hawaii in your thoughts and prayers. The wildfires there is no joke, and people are hurt, people have passed, and let's just do what we can to keep them in our minds, keep them in our prayers, and send that good energy in their direction. Okay. So, having said that, speaking of energy, as the first law of thermodynamics tells us to transform our energy into a force for good.